Yes, my Jamaican people and other Jamaican in the diaspora. It's about a month or thereabout I haven't done a video. But the reason why I decided that I'm going to do a video today is you just have to understand that in life, if everybody like you, something is wrong with it. Because sometimes even your own relatives, your siblings, sometimes even your own parents, you're going to have disagreement with them because you don't share their philosophy. You understand what I'm saying? Because in Jamaica, we have two kind of system. We're not talking system. I'm not talking about government. I'm talking about within the community itself. We have natural justice and family justice. Family justice is one of the most disgraceful form of justice we have in Jamaica, because family justice is the one that encourages people to do wrong. And people, parents, siblings, friends, they're just being hypocritical because they want people to love them. So they don't tell people the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And Jamaican people and all, they don't like to hear the truth. When they tell them the truth, you become their enemy. You understand? And like as for me, I don't do things because I want nobody to like me. To hell with that. I right through my life, and I only have two best friends, and both of them died. You understand? Two best friends. My very best friend we used to go to high school with. God rest him. God rest his soul in peace. Him dead. My other friend dead a few years ago. Best friend. Me have a brother-in-law who's very, very, very close to me. You understand what I'm saying? Which I consider him as blood relative, because he's not afraid to tell me the truth. And I love people like that. I don't like people who are hypocritical. So, one of the things with our people back in Jamaica, they like to be hypocrites. You understand what I'm saying? And over the years, I have noticed that to be in the company of people, you have to be an hypocrite and a liar. Even the police force, you understand what I'm saying? There are a lot of, because I want to tell you this. You see, in the police force, it's easier, for a criminal police, a police who we know, a criminal, robber, almost a robber, we have big time robbers in the police force, who police detective say, you see the police, they're my thief, you understand what I'm saying? But there's no evidence, there's no evidence for them to arrest them and charge them and send them to prison. Some of them, they are connected, you understand, to the, to the hierarchy of the police force, you understand, so nothing happened to them. But we know that they are criminals. I've worked with some of them. I've worked with a lot of them. They normally don't like me. They always, say, that's, they would feel better if they see me dead or stuff like that, because I wasn't raised a certain way. You understand what I'm saying? My father always say, two things, always say, two things, you can, the worst thing you can do in Jamaica, growing up, is to be a thief or a batman, so, you understand? My father said that on them thing there, you know what I'm saying? So, coming from an humble beginning and, not being rich or anything like that, I have learned to embrace certain morals and ethics, even as police, even when I was a police officer. So you have some police now, you have some police in the police force in which everybody know that they are thieves, but they keep getting promotion because they are connected. These people, they go out and they do all kind of crimes and all kind of thing. Police, I'm talking about police. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't know if that is still going on now, you understand what I'm saying? But I am talking about when I was there. I work with them, and some of the so-called good police, they would rather to be associated with the police who is a thief, because they are so-called name brand police, or they are big rank officer. In which, as a detective constable, I would look on that officer publicly and call him a thief. Say, oh, him can't talk to me. I'm a thief in police. I'm a thief. Me a police. And he cannot do me anything, because I, as a detective constable, I have secret for him because I have witnessed him committed crime. You understand? So I wasn't one of the establishment boys because I don't play those games. You understand? The worst, you know, the worst thing you could ever do as a police officer is thief. But there are a lot of them in the police force when I was there. Some of them still serving. I work with, there's 2 police officers. 3 of them that I know right now that's still serving with impeccable character. And I've seen they destroy one of them. I've never spoken about it publicly before. A deputy superintendent named Norman Sticky Hamilton. When you're talking about good police, good investigator, you understand? Good police. A police officer with impeccable character. You understand? I am talking about, I know this man from training school. We were at training school together when I was a cadet. This is a man who have impeccable character. You know, good background. Sticky is a policeman, one of the best investigator the police force ever produced. But somewhere along the way, they give him basket to carry water and destroy him. But if I was in Sticky's shoes, because I remember, you know, when he was transferred and sent to a certain division, I told him he should not work with that person because the same person was trying to destroy him at Huntsville because they're jealous of him, you know. Because Sticky is an honorable police officer and the thief in police them never like Sticky. There's 2 other police though. You have a policeman named Henry. He's an inspector now. Ruben Gunter and Larry. We used to work at Huntsville. These are police officers that they're just different. You know, you cannot go to these police officers and ask them to do anything that's nefarious or out of the realm. But yet still these are the same people who are, you don't see them don't elevate them. But the people that I've worked with during my career, who I know personally who are thieves, some of them retired, you know, doors some from the commissioner, you know, from the commissioner chair. Some of them still serving thieves. You know, if you're, you know, some of them they are good crime fighter, but I don't believe that you have to be a good police. You must be you have to be a thief. You know, that's out of it. But but let me digress back now because you know I get some little blowback because of what I have said about Para Campbell. You understand? I used to work with Para Campbell at Huntsville. Para Campbell, Para Campbell and we weren't friends or anything like that because their philosophy and worldview is totally different from mine. Because I don't believe in, you know, people in a police you can make money, but I don't believe in doing certain things. That is just me. I cannot do it. I know all kind of people because born and grow in a ghetto, live a country, live all over. You're going to know all kind of people. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, so we don't share the same worldview. But the thing is that now, why I've been begging these young police now to leave the police force because look, a man like Para Campbell, a man who retires as deputy superintendent of police from the police force, and he cannot afford insurance. He's driving a vehicle without insurance. And to make matters worse, when I had watched the video from the onset, Para Campbell was literally threatening the police officer because he was talking about gunshot. We know as all street police, and when a police are talking about gunshot, we know say we not talk about no play, we are talking about blazing shot. And for him as a retired officer to say that to a constable in his uniform, it is really, really heart-wrenching and very, very, you know, disgraceful. Para Campbell should have behaved better. You understand? He should have set an example to that young police officer and to show him how to be, you know, if the police officer is doing something which is against the law, against force policies, because, you know, the laws keep changing for the police to do their job in Jamaica. It's not like when I was there, it's totally different. So for his behavior was very, very, very disgraceful. I don't support it one bit. And the police officer did not pepper spray him because I didn't see Para Campbell do anything for him to pepper spray him. You understand? But two wrong don't make a right. But the reason why I am saying that now is that Paro Kiambo could have de-escalated the situation, because as a retired deputy superintendent of police, is the portman should have been of such that that police officer, when he had finished, he had left that impression on him that that police officer respect him. And all other young police officers to know that they are ex-members, retired, out there, who are very supportive of the police officers out there doing their job. So when Paro Kiambo behave like that with that entitlement attitude, as if, well, you should know me in the police, it's me and Paro Kiambo, me a crime fighter, I'm bad police, and, you know, criminal used to afraid of me, and, you know, and gunman shot me already, and the boy them shot me, and, you know, all of them dead, and, you understand, and all of those things. We must remember that, you know, that I don't know, as I said, you know, I have left the police force a long time now. I don't know if there's I know that when I was at the training school, I used to be a cadet, so I used to work at the library. There's no photo album there to show you each batch of police officers that graduate through the, it was, when I went to the academy, Jamaica Police Academy was just a few years. It wasn't even a decade yet. You understand? Because I went here in 87. I was a cadet. And, you know, as cadet, we used to, you know, if you love to read, you go into research and read things. And, you know, you read a lot of stuff about police who have done some tremendous work. And there was no album there to show you of any police officers, name brand police, that was out there doing any police work. You understand? So, for Paro Kiambo, you know, his behavior was very, very disgraceful. And to make matters worse, as I've said before, and, you know, some people chastise me, and, you know, oh, you know, I shouldn't say that because I'm disrespecting Paro Kiambo. Hey, look here, I am not the kind of person, I don't do things because I want nobody to like me. And a lot of police don't like me. Some of them like me, but they're afraid that, you know, they don't want nobody to know that they are affiliated with me, because this is what they say, boy, Porter is a man and nobody can control him. Just style it as it is. Hey, look here, if you're a thief, me I go tell you, say you're a thief. You understand what I'm saying? You know, if you're a criminal, you're a criminal. If you're a fool, if you're a coward police, me I tell you, say you're a coward or you're a fool. You understand? You know, me not have time for, I don't have any time to sugarcoat anything, and, you know, PR correct thing for me to suit nobody ego and them thing. You understand? So, you know, Paro Kiambo, number one, he should not even give any interview. And the video that his son video embarrassed him in so many ways. Number one, I don't know if it's a borrowed vehicle or what, but for him to be driving a borrowed vehicle and no insurance coverage, that is disgraceful. That is disgraceful, you know? You understand? So, you know, very, very disgraceful. You know, for him to be driving around without insurance coverage and stuff like that. You know, you cannot be doing that. And the thing that really the worst part about it is the man, he went on national TV with the people. He should have, as a man who retired, I don't know if he's naive or he's somehow, if he's a cook or something, and not realizing that the elitists in Jamaica, they want to destroy the police force, and for him to go there, you know, siding with them. You understand what I'm saying? Against this young police officer, because they want to destroy the police officer career, when he was just doing his job. It's very, very disingenuous on his part, because he should not have done that. Because he know that these people, all they want to do is destroy the police force. And for him as an ex-member, you got to remember that, you know, the members of the police force, you know, they are not in Jamaica, you know, they are not from some other planet or other country, you know, they are part of the Jamaican society, you know, they are from within, you know. So you cannot expect, you know, that you have dirty water that's coming from the top of the street and knowing at the bottom you're going to get clean water. You understand what I'm saying? We live in a society there which is very, very corrupt. You understand? So we cannot expect that, you know, it's gonna be a squeaky clean system. The people in the society, we don't have any, Jamaican people don't have any morals anymore, no ethics, no integrity. Because if you even look, just look at even the women, them how they dress. You understand? There's nothing there for you to imagine. Because everything is right there. You see it all the time. You see people go to funeral, you see watch these videos, it's like it's a different world. You wonder what is happening with these people there. So you cannot, and it seems like even the older folks there, you know, the same thing is seeping into their psyche and they're just accepting it. You understand? Because the parents who are having children, they have no morals, none whatsoever. They themselves, wrong is right and right is double right. Because that's how the Jamaican thing is. Two kinds of justice. Family justice and natural justice. Family justice, son go out there, kill people, rob, rape, commit all kind of crime. Police kill him, him a good boy. People black road everybody, in the come and the government. Well, the murderer now, you know, become the victim. So that's how it is in Jamaica. So it's been feeding. So the same people who are joining the police force, you know, they realize that, look, it's better for you to be a criminal, you know, because when you're a criminal, you're a victim. And your victims, they are the criminal, because that's how the government portrays, you know. The government in Jamaica, you know, they don't care about victims of crime, you know. The victims of crime, you know, they have no voice in Jamaica, you know. But the criminals, can you believe the man who's in charge of Indicom? Jamaican police don't have even a vehicle to go to respond to any call or anything like that. But yet still, the parliament, they could give this man, Terence Williams, 80% increase in salary. Where in the world anybody, and Terence Williams is not make, so to get witnesses, people to tell lies on the police and stuff like that, that is like making money. That's how much money this man is making from trying to making up cases against the police in Jamaica. Wow, you know, it's just crazy. So anyhow, sorry for the digression. So with Para Campbell now, you know, for him to go on the media now to do all these interviews and stuff like that, knowing that he didn't have any insurance, is either he think that these people are in the media because they are his friends and they want to destroy the police force. Because what he was doing is aiding them, you know, because he is no longer serving. And if he think that if he think that they are looking out for him, he don't know. Definitely Para Campbell do not understand how the media operates. Because the media is never a friend of the police. Never. So for him to think in that way, is, you know, that is just ill-conceived on his path. I can tell you this. Reporters in Jamaica, police, they are not your friends. Never ever think that you and reporters are friends. Because their job is there to let their brand shine so that they can get more ratings, and that's how they make more money. I can tell you this. At one time, you know, whether or not you want to believe in it, the media in Jamaica is corrupt too, you know. Very corrupt. A lot of journalists there, they are corrupt. If you and them are friends, they will protect you. So at one time when I was serving, there was a case was brought to my attention in which two young police were involved in a shootout with some gunmen, and people got shot, man, you know, arrested and charged and gun recovered. And you know, most people, only the police and a few other police knew about it, you know, but they are afraid. So it was brought to my attention that one of the gunmen who was in hospital under police guard, he was arrested and charged, you know. Remember that the police has no authority to dispose of any case in the court, you know. You understand? Without the court, without the judge give that order that, you know, this case is disposed of, you know, one way or the other, whether the man is guilty, not guilty, you understand? And what happened was that the man, one of the men who was shot and injured, he was on a hospital guard. and the man, and it was brought to my attention in which a policeman on the instruction of a certain police officer went to Kingston Public Hospital and released the man who was arrested and charged for shooting after the police. The gun was recovered, you know. You understand? They had recovered firearms and released the man who was shot, you know. In Jamaica and stuff like that. The man was released on instruction of, you know, the superintendent. It was brought to my attention. The two police officers who were involved in the shooting, they were transferred, one to East, one. When I say East, I'm not talking about East Kingston. They were transferred two separate divisions, far apart from each other. Because of the case, they were doing their job. Young police officers, you know. So other police brought it to my attention because they said that they know that I am not afraid of the establishment, and I am not afraid to speak up. So they feel so confident that I would get something, because they said that I know people, you know. So anyway, I get a copy of the entry, the diary entry and stuff like that, and I'm gonna call the name. And I took it to Cliff Hughes, so I'm showing Para Campus. And when Cliff Hughes read it, and he was like, wow. So I asked him, you know, to get some help so that they can unravel all of these things. You understand? To show the corruption that has been going on in the police force. Because the police has no authority to release a man who's in custody. You understand? And the same man that they released from custody, his case didn't went to court or anything like that, and the gun, and the man who was shot, he was, I don't know if he migrated or what, but he was connected to a certain politician. I'm not going to say if the politician is serving or retired. You understand? So what Cliff Hughes did then, when I when I gave him a copy of the entry and he read it, and he was like, whoa, man, this is corruption and stuff like that. Not knowing that these people, that they have the political leaning to, you know. So he was not interested. So I gave it to him. He was interested in that, you know. But guess what he wanted me to do? For him to expose the criminality that happened with this case. He wanted me to come on his radio program to, you know, to denounce the police officer who released the man, and the one who gave the other officer the instruction to release the man. I told him, I said no, you know, because he wanted me to call in on his program and to give, you know, to ramp up his credibility, to say that yes, Cliff Hughes is a credible person and you can trust him and this and that. So I told him no, I would not do that. You know, the reason why I did it, the reason why I gave him that information is for him to do the necessary. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's a reporter. And trust me, less than 48 hours after that, I was called by, and they said that information out that three police officers, they wanted me dead. All because of that information that I have given to Cliff Hughes. And I'm like, the only person who would know that information is only myself and Cliff Hughes. You understand? And I'm like, wow. But because, you know, so, you know, they had, you know, set me to go on raids and stuff. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere with these people because I already know what they were up to. So, you understand? And I didn't go on their raid. You know, a lot of police, they were worried, you know, they were scared about, you know, feared for my life. But as I said before, you know, it's just one life you have, you know. I don't live in fear. Fear is imaginary. I ain't never afraid of it. Because the same thing that one man can do, you can do the same thing too. But, you know, if you let fear overpower you, then, you know, you understand. So, and I left. So that's why I'm telling you, police, you don't trust reporters, because, honestly, you don't know who you're dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? Because some of these people that you think that they're all squeaky clean and they're, you know, you just never know. You understand what I'm saying? So I never heard anything about it. One of the police, one a police officer that was involved in another case and stuff like that. They took away the man's gun, put him back in uniform for nothing. All because retaliation. Because they're like, these are the people that helped me to get all of these information, but they could not come to me directly, you understand? But later on, I had some discussion with these people, these all criminal police, and I told them that they are criminals, and that was it. And they just said that I don't have any manners, but that's all they could say, because they expect that you're supposed to treat them like God when they are thieves, And as I've said to you, young police officers, the Jamaican constabulary force is not for you. Because if you can see what is going on right now, you understand, with the Prime Minister, you have a Prime Minister who do not like you. Do not like you. None of them, both PMP and GLP politicians, none of them like you. So don't get this twisted. All those police who claim that they are Labour right and PMP police, you let them stay. None of them do not like you. You understand what I'm saying? The only prime minister I've ever seen or witnessed at a policeman funeral is the late Edward Siaga, when time a police officer named Abide Graham was killed in 1988. You understand? That's the only time I've ever seen a prime minister at a policeman funeral. I have been to a few policeman funerals, and that's the only time, and I was at training school then. So all of you police officers who think that St. Andrew Holness and Peter Phillips like you, they don't like you. Number one, Peter Phillips worse don't even like you, because Peter Phillips is more a communist than anything. You understand what I'm saying? He was very, very oppressive of Minister of National Security. But anyway, so Peter Bunting is challenging now for the leadership. I don't know if Peter Bunting is gonna come out and show the people in the PMP, say if we want a country where we want to get rid of dons and criminals, we cannot let this man lead the party, because when Donovan Bulby Bennett was wanted for murder, rape, robbery, it was when Dr. Peter Phillips was the Minister of Transport, if my memory serves me well, that this wanted man got the contract for our Highway 2000. I don't know if that is what why Peter Bunting running against him. I don't have any dog in the race, none of them, whether Peter Bunting or Peter Phillips. Never met none of them. I am not no political activist or anything like that. You understand? So I don't know if it's that. Why, you understand, that is his ace of spade that he have up his sleeve. Because if you go back in history, everybody have a record, you understand what I'm saying? So police, if you think these people, both political party there, like police, you have another guest coming. Most of you maybe when you were born, you heard of this man, Donovan Bulby Bennett. This man was a robber, murderer, rapist, and is a big time PMP activist. When this man was wanted by the police, he have contract signed with the Jamaican government when the PMP was in power. A man that is wanted, so that for sure that the government itself support criminality. You understand? A criminal, over 400 million, that this boy don't even have a high school diploma, but because he's a PMP, you understand? A PMP gunman, murderer, he's the one that responsible for him, Klansman. And you see, Klansman is a big, it fall under the umbrella of the PMP party. Up to now, you never hear them come out and denounce the Klansman. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's all about vote. And if you look, a few years ago when Ellington was Commissioner of Police, I'm just going off memory now, nothing scripted. They went to De La Vega City, and I think it's Peter Bunting, and you have to understand, Jamaican people, majority of Jamaican people they are liars. They don't speak the truth, especially majority of them, the licky Jamaican people, them. You understand what I'm saying? Today you feed them and tomorrow them kill you. Just like how you see what happened with Fowl, with Rifle. Because the people them are killed Fowl, fall even save them from God prison and them thing there, you know, you understand? But I'll address that another day. So to show you, you know, you cannot tame these people, you know. So when Bulby was wanted, he received contract from the PMP government when Dr. Peter Phillips was Minister of Transport. If I am wrong, I would like somebody to correct me, because it was all over in the Glean and stuff like that, and even Mutty Perkins talk about it, and even the boy mother, the criminal mother, she had echoed certain sentiment why Bulby was killed, and this man was wanted, and he have his own private community in Clarendon. So who help him buy that land, pave a road, build house and stuff like that, and get even helper? You understand? And he's revered like some hero. You understand? Look, police, you see what is happening? Even in East Kingston, I heard them say they want the Chinese to lend the government money to buy a vehicle. Police, do not allow yourself to get caught up and don't get emotional or sentimentally attached about you're a patriot. You must be a patriot to yourself. If you look, all through the years, show me one politician, family member, son, daughter, cousin, who's a member of the police force. They're more for the army, because the army don't they don't do any police work. All the army do is these people just go to work, go to camp, sit and eat and get fat like Roger Clark and Peter Phillips. You understand? My advice to you guys is to leave. The state of emergency is not going to solve their problem, because the corruption within Jamaica, it's coming right from the top. You see how much corruption that is going on there right now with this government? You understand? Corruption in every, and up to now, you don't hear none of them says, hey look, let's disband the cabinet. They don't disband the cabinet, but has something happened, yes. Well, let's disband mobile reserve. In which the police officers mobile reserve, they are good. Those police officer who murdered Corporal Williams, up to now we don't know his name. But because if you notice, you know, this government, you know, all of them, you know, because the police officer who was guarding Junior Biggs. Junior Biggs is a big labor rights activist and gangster. He was guarding Junior Biggs. So this police officer, because he's a labor right and he's connected, he's protected by the government, and the government is Indicom is a part of the government, you know, because this man Terrence Williams, you know, who's an enemy of the American people, is an enemy of the United States Department of Justice, is an enemy of the Jamaican people and the police force. Because his job there is to make the criminals prouder. You understand? Because the criminals, they're operating with impunity there, you know. You understand? These guys, they kill at will. You know, I remember back then, I remember growing up, soldiers, you know, nobody would do soldier anything. One soldier I know that they killed was Kappa, when Kappa they killed Errol from Setimo Street when I was a little boy. As Errol used to live right in front of where my aunt lived on Setimo Street in Jonestown. That's the only soldier that I know that gunmen killed when I was growing up. And that was, you know, something that was, you know, it's very, very hurtful, because back then soldiers were, you know, people look up to soldier, because soldier is not, they don't mix with the general population. So people tend to more respect the soldier than the police, because the soldier is not on the front line defending the country from the terrorists that's within. You know, so it's a different, it's totally different. So they show them more respect, and you understand what I'm saying. But, you know, something have to give in that place, because it's only getting worse, you know. And you people there, you know, you have a prime minister and you have two political parties that do not like law and order. They do not like the police. They are all anti-police, you know, criminals. You understand what I'm saying? So, as you know, not to punch any wall, or, you know, prop up anybody or anything like that, but it's really, really sad what's going on there, you know. You understand? And I wasn't a serving member when the X6 thing going on, and that's why, you know, so, you know, some people are saying the reason why I'll do a Para Campbell, he have insurance, the reason why they do all of these things to embarrass him as a deputy superintendent, it all has to do with the X6 and some people in the PMP the PMP party, you know, they're upset how the current administration is dealing with Para thing. You understand? But you know, that goes to show you, you know, the most important thing, man. You know, you have to be a brother's keeper. Para Campbell should not behave like that. It's very, very disgraceful and disturbing. But what can we say? You know, this is Jamaica. You know, this is how things are done there. You know, things there are done differently. You know, people have this entitlement attitude. You tell them the truth, they're upset with you. You understand what I'm saying? They don't like that. They like when you tell them, if they're a thief, they want you to tell, you know, they are saints. You understand what I'm saying? It's good when somebody can tell you the truth, man. You know, that's it. You know. So, you know, I've touched on so many things and highlight certain little things, but you know, but honestly, this PMP race, you know, I don't know if it's because Peter Bunting, you cannot link Peter Bunting to any bad man. Skeng, well, them skeng down. From me, I grow always hear about skeng man, but hearing, you know, and you understand what I'm saying? I cannot point any finger or anything like that, but maybe he's the only person that they could say with a nefarious character. But he was never convicted of any crime. There's nothing to say that he has a criminal organization, but kind of him get a like his government contract, big time PMP. You understand what I'm saying? So, but you know, Peter Phillips, you know, him shade, you know, the Bulby thing, boy, seem like he'll come back and bite him, you know. You understand? But hey, knowing how the Jamaican people mind, hey, them not care about that, you know. Them not care about, because Bulby a PMP gunman and them a PMP, so them will defend him. Them not see him as criminal, them see him as a more Robin Hood and a protector for them and them thing, you know, that's how these people think, you know. Like for me, I don't think that way, you know. I don't care what, from you're a criminal. You understand what I'm saying? You're rapists, or if you back rapists and thieves, you know what I'm saying? I don't know that. But you know, just take it one day at a time, you know. Let's see what happened. But you know, another state of emergency. This is just madness, you understand what I'm saying? It's going to get worse there in Jamaica. So all those people that think that it's going to get better, I have news for you, because nothing is going to get better there. Because the criminals, they have all the rights. Jamaica is the only place where criminals are victims, and the victims have no voice there. The human rights group, Jamaican for Justice and Indicom, they were Indicom is a government entity funded by the taxpayers, and Indicom job is there to, you know, propel the, you know, the criminals, make them, you know, give them more powers, make them feel more powerful so they can commit more crimes and come hard at the police, even manufactured evidence, witness, you know, to get conviction. It's just like the two police officers last week that the witness says that he don't even, you know, he don't know the police officer. I hope the police, I hope they arrest the Indicom investigator now when that witness give a statement and said that he did not give any statement and he was coerced, or they, you know, they make a statement and you understand what I'm saying? So let's see how that is going to play out. Anyway, I touched on several topics in which I didn't, you know, just stay on topic, just one thing. But I'm telling you, man, you know, the Jamaican culture, you know, the mindset of the people have to change. And before I go, I never ever touch anything about the, this guy, J. Smith from Port Maria, St. Mary. You know, to show you all the destroying these young people in Jamaica, you know. So, you know, there's a thing that going on TLC called 90 Day Fiancé, you know, where, you know, somebody bring up them, you know, a significant one and they're married within a certain time and then they put in the papers for them to get a green card. And this guy came up and the same guy And I'm telling you, it is so, the guy is so stupid to show you the culture of this entitlement. You know, Jamaican people, they feel like, yeah, this is my wife, and whatever she have, whatever my wife have is supposed to be ours, and you know. So he came up from Jamaica with this woman, went to a barber shop and talking to these African Americans, other people in the barber shop, and he's telling them what's on his mind. You know, he's not, you know, he doesn't even understand this tone, you know. He's telling them that the only reason why he married to the girl is because he wants to come here. That's, you know, he pretty much, you know, is giving away himself right there to show that he's not genuine. And then he goes on and do all kind of thing, and he believes in his mind, because that's how most Jamaican think, you know. Without him in her life, her world stop. Checkmate. Man, reality. You understand? Because that's how Jamaican people stay there. They think that if they are not, they are more. This is how most Jamaican think, you know. They are more important to you than you are to yourself. And that's a culture, you know? That's how the stupid guy, he came here in America with this concept, this cultural relativism that they has passed on. You understand? To both male and female in Jamaica, where they think that they are more important to the other person than the person is to themselves. You understand? So you think that because he's married to her, he's more important to her than she's to herself. So you think that he can, you know, embarrass her and do all kind of despicable thing, and she's gonna arms him up because he's his wife. But he doesn't understand that the culture in Jamaica is totally different here. Because in America, you know, when you're married, you know, and you cheat or anything like that, and people look at you, that's one of the most. If you're single, that's nothing. But if you're married and cheat, people look at you with scorn. You understand? And then after you had done so many things, the girl keep forgiving, you know, slight. You know, the guy is behaving as if he has this entitlement, you know, and talking about there's more fishes in the sea, and you know, what kind of idiot is that? You know, you're married to the woman, you claim that you love her, you're sure you love her, you understand what I'm saying? Because here, you know, it's different, you know. It's not like in Jamaica where you can cheat and whether you're married or not, you know, because it's a part of the culture where your wife, you know, you're not go through some rough time, and you know, you prove back yourself and everything goes back to normal, or your girl, and you understand what I'm saying? Here it's totally different. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot do that entitlement attitude that you are from Jamaica. It doesn't swing here. You know, so we have to, the government in Jamaica is feeling the people. We have to educate the people them there. You understand what I'm saying? Take them out of this entitlement mindset. You understand? And let them know that, you know, the thinking in Jamaica where, you know, people who do have done stuff, wrong thing, they have all kind of agency and all kind of non-government entity that come out and defend. It doesn't work like that here in America. It doesn't work like that at all. You understand? Because it's just like criminals in Jamaica. They think that when they come here and commit crime, there's any Indicom or Jamaican for Justice here. There's nobody here to defend criminals. You understand what I'm saying? The only time people would be up, you know, appalled at the police action is when the police would kill an unarmed black man. And here, 9 out of 10 times it's justifiable. You understand? If the Jamaican police, the same politicians in Jamaica, you know, who are promoting Americanism and European culture and stuff like that, if Jamaican police have the same laws, you know, in Jamaica, you know, Jamaica would be a crime-free place, you know, because here, you know, if police stop you, you know, and you don't have your hand point and you're steering, you know, and the police can see that your hand is not, your hand is stationary, you know. You get gunshot till you're weak, you know, and that's justifiable, you know. In Jamaica, you charge a murder. Police charge a murder for that. Here, if you drive down your vehicle, police stopping you, and you continue to drive your vehicle, police going to kill her, and that's justifiable. In Jamaica, the police is going to be charged of murder because he should have got out of the way. Although the vehicle will kill him, you know, and you understand? So a lot of things that they're doing in Jamaica is destroying the people. When they come here, they cannot assimilate. You understand? Because they're illiterate and they think that the world, without them, the world doesn't revolve around the sun stop. You understand? They have to change course. This Prime Minister and the Peter Phillips and all these people, they need to go because they are not doing any justice to the Jamaican people. But it's just a matter of time before one of these politicians, they get, as you know, the people on the internet would say, slap away. It's a matter of time before one of them gets slapped away. And they come close, you know. Remember I said the Labour right gunmen, you know. They are more brazen than the PNP gunmen, you know. Than the PNP gunmen, you know. And they have no respect for their leadership, you know. Because remember when Bruce Golding was Prime Minister, you know, the same gunmen, you know, they brought their gun to the national arena and they fire and shot close to him, you know. He's the Prime Minister, you know. The same thing they did with St. Andrew Holness, you know, when he was Prime Minister, you know. When he was running for the leadership of the country, in Montego Bay, when the same Labour right them fire, they kill 3 people in Shamsharp Square. Yeah, you know. So these are the kind of people that, you know, you're dealing with here. These people are not, they are not friends of the police. You understand? And you know, it has to change. It cannot continue like this. It's very, very disgraceful. Yeah, you understand? I don't see where Jamaica is going to get better with these people there. Because these people, you know, if you're not a criminal-minded person, you cannot support criminality. You understand? My top politician in Jamaica right now, and I don't care if nobody wants to say me a PMP. I'm not no PMP. You understand? Because I'm bonfire upon Peter Phillips and the rest of them. You understand? Mine is Damian Crawford and Lambert Brown and Mrs. Valrenita Robertson. Those are my politicians in Jamaica that, you know, expect to get some hope for Jamaica. You understand? Lambert Brown straight, man. I love how him bust the thing pon the Labour right them the other day and them thing there. Them a try sneaking a Peter King, you know, a Peter King in the bill. You understand? So basically them a say, oh, black people not read, you know. Lambert Brown say, yeah, but me read it, you know. You understand? Who want to believe St. Andrew Holness can't believe him, because I'm a liar, you know. You understand? St. Andrew Holness a liar. You know, big time. The Labour right them, none of them not like police. You understand? And all the PMP them, the only PMP like police, you understand, and not like criminal is Lambert Brown and Damian Crawford and Mrs. Robertson. All Darrell Vaz, all Darrell Vaz, him not even like police, you know. You understand? I saw him one night at a gas station, you know, in Pembroke Pines, you know, a Saturday night, talking, and he said, Darrell Vaz, and him, you ask how quick him leave the gas station. Ask him. I saw him at a gas station in Pembroke Pines, Florida. You understand? Darrell Vaz. You know, and you know, we exchange pleasantry, and I tell you the man leave the gas station fast like a thief. And you know, just like how you hear him talk on the TV, that's how him talk. But police, I am begging on them, man. Just leave the police force. Sipara Campbell retires as a deputy superintendent of police. Man, police in a Tanglin, police hall, pepper spray, because I know them. You understand? Them charge him saying, no insurance. It's disgraceful, you know what I'm saying? Or if he retires as a deputy super. So, him retires as an officer and him can't afford insurance. Boy, that's disgraceful, Rasta. You know? But anyway, as I said to your young police officers before, and I say it again, man, leave the police force. There's nothing there for you. I used to be there running up and down to like an idiot. You know, thinking that things would get better, not knowing that I was there just supporting a criminal system that claimed that it's government. You understand? The best of Jamaica, most of you was even born in, was in the 80s. You understand? And the 80s dead. Siago dead, and the 8 is dead with him. You understand? Those were the days when you could walk from Waterford, go to Edgewater, any hours of the night and nobody do anything. You could walk from Jungle, go to downtown Kingston and nobody trouble you. You understand? Back then, criminal, afraid of police. No, I police afraid of criminal because, you understand? But, no, it's crazy, you know? It's really, really crazy there. Young police officers, you don't listen to those fools and them things, you know? All fool at night, you know? You understand? Leave, man. There's so much, there's a better life out here. I am telling you. You understand? Better life, man. You don't work at night, you let somebody else do that. You don't go parade, somebody else do that. You go back to school, my friend. Leave it, Rasta. Leave it. No, you don't run up and down in a hot sun. You understand? And you come to work, you wonder what them going to say to you today. Leave them police force, man. If you even come be a security guard, you understand? Even sit at 40 hours a week. When you them hours where you put in, you see all the so-so or zozo or whatever you want to call it. Them 72 hours calculated. That is 32 hours overtime, you know. $32 hours overtime is time and a half, you know. So if you had one security guard work for $12, that's $18 that, you know. You understand? $18 that for the 32 hours, you know, plus your 40 hours, you know. Calculate that and see how much money that. You understand? Man, and you can't drive a nice car. You can't drive a nice, you know, Lexus ES 300. Brand new. And nobody can say you're in a drugs because you can pay for it. You understand? At Jamaica, if you drive even one nice like an old car or them thing, the first thing them say, boy, you're involved. And based on how the system operate now, it seems like you can't even call nobody again, you understand? Because I see what them charge. I don't know now. I see where they charge a police officer, a detective with the U-Chance gang, just talking to one of them in the gang for 15 seconds. You understand? So if that's all the reason they're gonna charge if you involved in a gang, all the commissioner of police have got jail to and the prime minister. You understand? Because I know that the prime minister must talk to Fim Dan in a Fim constituency. You understand? If them are release all the phone records too. So may I tell you, if them are like you know, them just what boy your number. So it seems like you have to start get burned a phone for use at Jamaica. So you can't talk to nobody. Them have somebody answer, boy, you know, boy the person, because them have a little style there, you know, where if you know somebody from you know growing up, they don't want you to talk to them because this person is suspected to be in this and that. And the same people them when I do that, you know, they're my biggest thief, you know. You understand? As police, you have to know everybody and them thing. If you don't know nobody, any police will know no thief, no Dan, no druggist, no battyman, and no police. You have to know everybody at Jamaica and them thing. You're going to know a battyman police too. You understand? So if you don't know then the people they are the police, you have from police still doing it, they don't know nothing, you know. They don't know them see no evil, you know. All them do is come and work. And guess what now? What to do with police? Anytime something happen, them always dead. Because them not see nothing, them not hear nothing. Them lazy, them cover them, you understand? Police, I beg you no man, just leave them police force, man. Leave. There's better life out there. Take it from me. I am your example to show you that there are better life out there. I finished work for the day in the Virgin. I ain't not going back to any work until in the morning. I don't go work 4 days of the week. I don't work at night. You understand? Just leave it, man. It is as simple as that. Alright? Anyway, blessed day. You know, I touched so much things. I wasn't really, you know, directly on one topic. I just, you know, it's broad. But hey, let's see what happened. You know, tomorrow, I'll address certain issues tomorrow. But you know, as I've said, I am not doing this for fame or anything like that. I'm just trying to help the young police them. I don't care about the whole people them because them already whole. Yeah, I just care about the young police them. If I had listened when I was a young police officer, I would be much better. But I'm still doing very well. That's why I'm telling you to leave. I cannot complain. You understand what I'm saying? I can't complain. So police, leave. Leave them police force. Make St. Andrew Holness and Peter Phillips and Mr. Bunting them left them police force. You understand? All the best. Peace. Have a blessed day, my friend.